Welcome to the 2020 New Testament Challenge. It's Friday, and today we begin the book of Romans. Paul talks a lot about power in the book of Romans. Here in America, we love power. We love being known as a superpower. I did a little bit of research. What's the most powerful streetcar on the road today? It's the 2019 Dodge Challenger SRT Demon. This car has horsepower between 808 and 840 horsepower. It's fast. In fact, in the statistics, it even says that this car can do a wheelie. That'll come really handy in the church parking lot. We love our computers to have great processing power as well, because we don't like to wait. We need to know that our computers can handle whatever we want it to do, and that means processing power. We love power tools. The more power, the better. Even in the political realm, people are always looking for more power. Here in the book of Romans, Paul again talks a lot about power. Who is he writing to? The book of Romans is written to Roman Christians. In verse 7, he says, "To all in Rome who are loved by God and called to be saints." These are Christians who are wanting to follow God. And so this letter is written to them. The book of Romans can be divided into two different sections. The first 11 chapters can be looked at as doctrine. This is what we believe. And then the latter half of the book is, now what do we do with that? How do you put it into practice? So the first is theological, the second is practical. I would encourage you, don't miss reading one chapter of the book of Romans. There is so much truth that is here. Here, also in chapter 1, verse 19, Paul says, "I am not ashamed of the gospel." Why? Because it's the power of God for the salvation of everyone who believes. I've always quoted this verse. "I am not ashamed of the gospel of Christ, for it's the power of God unto salvation." All these other things we talked about earlier, that's power. But the greatest power of all is the gospel. Why? Because it sets people free. It can raise the dead. Things that are dead can be brought to life. It can transform hearts. It can transform minds. The gospel can change a person's life. It changed mine. I'm not the same as I used to be. I'm not yet what I'm going to be, but I'm not who I used to be either. The gospel is at work, and it changed my heart. I know it's changed yours as well. There's another verse I'd like to have you take a look at, and that's in verse 8. After Paul addressed this letter to those in Rome, then he said, "First, I thank my God through Jesus Christ for all of you." Why? Because your faith is reported all over the world. What are you known for? What am I known for? Here, the Romans, they were known for their faith. People knew that they believed in God, that they believed his word. They were trusting in him, and their faith was being told all around the world. The greatest thing that they were known for was the fact that they were Christians. The greatest thing that you and I could be known for is to be a Christian as well. When people talk about us, hopefully they would say they act just like Jesus. They talk just like Jesus. Their attitude is just like Jesus was. They're looking to see God. That's what a Christian is. They're longing to see Jesus face to face. And they're living now with an eye towards eternity, because one day we will see Jesus face to face. I want to be known as a Christian. I'm not ashamed of the gospel, for it is the power of God unto salvation. The greatest power of all is that can change someone's life. The power of God's word. Thank you for joining the 2020 New Testament Challenge.